The wind's starting to die down, thankfully, this evening. It was just gross out there today.
So the worst is behind us
now. The worst is behind us, exactly. In fact, here in the metro, we had our strongest wind gusts around midnight last night as the cold front swept through. It brought us a little bit of rain around Albuquerque and even some snow up on top of the Sandias. As you can see that in this time lapse, you can even watch that cloud layer, the ceiling is what it's called, raise throughout the day as well, as we're still dealing with some very windy weather into this afternoon, though, here in the metro. Parts of New Mexico and southern Colorado picked up several inches of snowfall. The highest amount out of this was up at Wolf Creek, where they picked up 2 feet of snowfall. Here in New Mexico, the highest amount was out at the Taos Ski Valley, picking up 7 inches there. 1 less inch out at Angel Fire. Durango picking up 5 inches of snowfall. Also down in the Sacramento Mountains, 3.5 inches, and even Silver City measured 1 inch of snowfall, along with places like Santa Fe and in the East Mountains. Here's a live look now at Roswell, where our peak wind gust here was at 4 a.m. today. They had a 75-mile-per-hour wind gust this morning, and high winds caused areas of blowing dust once again from Roswell south to Artesia. Multiple dust storm warnings were in effect here earlier today. The clouds have moved in, and now that's actually protecting us a little bit from the highest of the wind gusts. Still gusting, though, to 36 miles per hour. That 75-mile-per-hour gust in Roswell was the highest wind gust in New Mexico today. 71-mile-per-hour gusts in Carlsbad, 70-mile-per-hour gusts in Clovis. There was some wind damage reported, too, in the Clovis area and south of there towards Portales. Vaughn, 67, Clayton, 66, and again, 61 miles per hour was our highest wind gust here in Albuquerque. Winds are still very strong in eastern parts of New Mexico, though, gusting to over 50 miles per hour in Clovis and Las Vegas, down to just 31-mile-per-hour gusts here in Albuquerque, but many areas are still measuring gusts over 30 miles per hour this evening. A red flag warning for a high fire danger continues across eastern parts of New Mexico until 8 o'clock tonight. We're still running into areas of blowing dust across southern New Mexico, reducing visibility to just a few miles in Clovis, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. Places like these are under a blowing dust advisory still until 8 o'clock as well. Winds are slowly going to be dying down, though, through the evening. This is the good news. It's not going to be like last night where we held on to those winds all night long. By 10 p.m., looking at some much calmer conditions across the entire state. There's still going to be a few exceptions to that, with areas from the Sangre de Cristo Mountains to Clines Corners, Santa Rosa, Ruidoso, down to Carlsbad, where we're still going to be seeing gusts as high as 30 to 50 miles per hour. But by Saturday morning, the winds will be dying down. And the good news is we'll be looking at some much calmer conditions to start the weekend. Now, a live look on satellite and radar shows that cloud cover that we saw in that live camera across southeastern New Mexico. There were still some lingering snow showers up into the northern mountains through about an hour ago. We're going to be seeing more of that return this weekend as we have another storm that's going to be crossing New Mexico through the day tomorrow. It will bring in some breezy to windy weather again, especially from Albuquerque into southern New Mexico, where we could see wind gusts as high as 25 to 45 miles per hour. We'll also wake up tomorrow morning to some snow in western and northern New Mexico. In fact, places like Silver City could even see an inch or two of snowfall tomorrow morning. And then in the afternoon, we'll be looking at widespread but isolated rain and snow showers across almost all of New Mexico. That'll end Saturday night as high pressure will be building into New Mexico on Sunday, finally bringing in some warmer, quieter, drier, and sunnier weather across the entire state Sunday afternoon. Winter storm warning continues for the northern mountains until 6, but tonight through noon tomorrow, we have winter weather advisories for western parts of New Mexico and the Sacramento Mountains. We could pick up 2 to 6 inches of snowfall through the day tomorrow, and then another storm is on the way next week that has a better chance to bring in more snow into southern Colorado and parts of northern New Mexico. It's also going to bring back some windy weather again next Tuesday afternoon. However, tomorrow morning, we could wake up to some new snow on the ground from Grants to Gallup, and then more rain and snow chances in the afternoon. Snow levels tomorrow morning could even get down to as low as 5,000 feet before rising up to about 7,000 feet in the afternoon. That'll bring in some snow to Silver City. Even places like Deming could see a few flurries early tomorrow morning, with a chance for anywhere from an inch to a few inches of snowfall into the Sacramento Mountains, and then isolated rain showers across the southeastern part of the state tomorrow afternoon. We'll even see some rain chances across northeastern New Mexico tomorrow afternoon as well, before warmer and drier weather returns on Sunday. Several inches of snow could be possible up into the northern mountains as well, with those snow showers that'll start early tomorrow morning and then end Saturday night. East Mountains will see a mix of rain and snow depending on your elevations, with highs only in the 40s. Accumulations of any rain and snow tomorrow are going to be fairly light, so travel impacts will be minor, but it could get a little bit windy again tomorrow afternoon here in Albuquerque, as we'll likely see a couple isolated rain showers tomorrow afternoon. Drier and warmer on Sunday, but the winds are going to pick up again, especially next Tuesday.
Next week. Okay. All right. Thank you, Grant.